And so we are now recording. So let me introduce you, Phyllis, to everyone. We want to welcome everyone this evening because a few years ago we had an opportunity to hear Nari Vin, it's Nari, isn't it? Nari Vin share how she talks about the business and how to use the use, share, build. And Phyllis took it and ran with it and has now edited it to the new things that, of course, always come up with Shaklee. So Phyllis, we're really excited for you to share this and why we would use this, how we would use this. And so we're going to give you an opportunity, and Sharon and I right now are on this webcast. So if we have questions, may we ask you, and then we can use this as a training tool.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I want this to be very casual and very open-ended. I have already spotted a couple little mistakes. So after we get done tonight, if there's anything else we need to edit, we'll just make one fell swoop, edit it, and then repost it on Team 212. So great.
All right. Well, then you just go ahead and take it away.
All right. Well, I might need a little help with the IT aspect of this.
All right, let me share because I have mine pulled up. So which one would you like first? The blank one or the script one?
Yeah, the blank one, but we'll probably toggle between the two of them. So
there we go.
Yeah, that's it. So as you recall, we had this one done with the other way, the bonus structure. And then, of course, last August, we got some new numbers to look at. And so I interpreted those numbers and put them into the new format. So hopefully this makes sense and it's fairly easy to read and use. And, of course, the idea behind this would be to share this with any potential customers, potential business builders, partners who really, want to talk about the numbers. Now, in a lot of the presentations that we're seeing now, they do bring up the business end of things, which is great. But sometimes you want to go a little deeper and you want to actually show the numbers and get more specific. And this actually, I think, gets a little more detail to it, and it allows you to do that. So. And then the second sheet, which, Elena, if you want to toggle to the other one.
Okay, it just takes a second here.
Yep. Yep, there it is. The second one has red scripting in it. And the script, it's a possible script you can use for sharing and using this as you go. So you put the blank one in front of your potential customer, and then the red one you keep for yourself, and you use it to walk the customer through this.
Mm-hmm. So this is our cheat sheet.
Yeah, this is our cheat sheet, exactly. Plus, there's a few little things, suggestions that you may want, like questions or things you may want to ask as you're going along and pointing things out. And also, I'll use some other paraphernalia here to help as we go through with the presentation. So, okay, so the first sheet then, back to the fill in the blank, and you just, as you're, placing this in front of your customer and you're walking them through this, you let them fill in the blank. So that, I think we all know that it makes more sense and it's a little more impactful when you have somebody actually fill in things or read and write at the same time, because it's a memory thing, and they'll remember things, or it just makes more of an impact. So there are three ways. Well, even before we talk about the three ways to enjoy Shaklee or join, what I like to do, and then this is written on the top of the other sheet with the red script, is to talk a little bit about their background or what interests them. And so for the most part, and I'm all about dreams, that's kind of my deal, is to ask, let's take a minute and talk about you and where you are and what you're doing, and if you have dreams in the world. And not just sort of any dreams, but if time and money were not an issue, where would you go and what would you do? So those are the kinds to get that conversation going, and to get a a feel for where they're at and where they would like to go and what they, kind of their hot buttons or whatever you want to call it. And if you can ask, kind of keep digging into those dreams a little bit. So if they say they want to go on a trip, well, where would that be? Well, I want to go to Greece. Well, what do you want to see in Greece? So you ask, 3 to 5 questions about their dream to just see what, dig a little deeper to just see what kind of turns them on and where they'd like to go and what they'd like to do. Mm-hmm. So then once you've uncovered sort of this little dream thing, then you can say something like, so if you could take a little step closer to making your dream of going to Greece becoming a reality, how would you like to, would you be curious enough to look at a few numbers with me to see how we can look at this a little further? And of course, the answer is usually yes, let's go. So we'll walk through this little scenario together and just see if there's any ahas for you. How would that be? And they usually say yes. So then you put the sheet in front of them, or if you're online, and bring it up on the screen, and just talk about 3 ways of enjoying Shaklee or becoming a member. And they are use, share, and build. So and then you just say, as we go, you fill in the blanks and whatever questions you have, please ask them and so on. So the first item number 1A, becoming a member and membership in Shaklee, and that is $19.95. And you, the presenter, will read the red scripted notes, of course. And so a membership in Shaklee customer is $19.95, and then you just have your potential person fill in the blank, $19.95 plus tax and shipping. And the benefit of that is, and that's right below there, and you just read all this stuff right to them, 15% discount on all the products. And as you see on the red scripted page, this is a one-time, and you explain this is a one-time fee, and it's forevermore. So just $19.95 to become a member, and you enjoy this 15% discount forevermore until you choose to leave Shaklee, which they usually never do. So, and then what you also do is you pull up your product guide at this point, and you say the other thing that we can talk about for a second is that every product in Shaklee will have listed, and you go in and you can point right to where it says what the suggested retail price is and what the member price is. So they'll be able to see, I don't know if you can see that, but just pull up your product guide and show them where that information is. So any product that they look at, they'll always have those 2 numbers to look at, but they, as a member, will always enjoy the MP price or member price. So, okay. And then that was 1A, and 1B is the preferred member. And the preferred member is also $19.95. However, if as a preferred member, you place an order of $150 and you put it on auto ship, your membership fee will be waived. And the benefits of being a preferred member are you get the same 15% discount, but you also get up to 25% discount on what we call preferred member special value packs during the first 3 months that you're a member. And those also are listed in the back of the product guide, which they will get in their member kit. So preferred member special packs, they're listed here. And so when they choose to look at these, and they will, you'll just, show them right away and say, these are available for 25% discount in your first 3 months. Plus, then the other additional benefit is you get free shipping on any $150 orders on auto ship going forward. So that's a huge benefit. So for just a little bit more, you can take a look at a lot more benefits coming your way for a preferred member.
Yeah, and 25% discount is a big deal on kits, and they can order as many of those kits as often as they want in those first 3 months. So they can order them again.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a real benefit. Say a huge savings besides the free shipping.
Yes. And that's, the shipping goes on for as long as they place a $150 order, right? I mean, I don't think there's any cap on that, is there? So
No, and as long as they set it up as an auto ship.
it's auto ship. Yeah, that's the kicker. Yeah.
Let's see, Phyllis, I don't think you put that on there though. You mean, oh yeah, you did. Yeah, place a $150 order on auto ship. Yep, it's there.
Yep. Okay, so any questions on that? So that's just being a member, kind of preferred member option there. That's just basically using the products. So item number 2 then is,
okay. Phyllis,
yeah.
Another benefit, and I don't know, maybe it's too much to go into, that there will be special offers from Shaklee for preferred members.
Yes, that is true, isn't it? We can, and if yes.
And then I think that was it. Those 3 things.
Okay, so we can just make a small little edit on there and just say plus other special offers from time to time.
Yeah, if it fits, but I don't know if it messes up your. Oh, maybe not. You've got room at the bottom.
I think it'll be all right. Yeah, it's small enough lettering there. So good, excellent. Okay, and we can maybe put a little note on the red scripted sheet as well, just a reminder. Because those, you can talk about those too. You can talk about like the every month we have some kind of special with Shaklee, right? So. Okay, so item number 2 then is share. And this means that not only do you want to use the products, but you may know people or think of people as have been sitting there watching the previous presentation that you've gone through with these people or person, that you've been thinking about other people you might want to share this product with. Or you're thinking, geez, my sister Sally would be a perfect candidate for those, and so you want to share the products right away. So you want to become a distributor. So the distributor then is $49.95, and you can write that right in the blank there, plus tax and shipping. And the benefit of becoming a distributor, of course, is you now qualify for monthly bonus checks. Plus, you get 3 months of a personal website. And I don't know that we need to put the pricing in there. Do you think we need the pricing of a personal website?
I mean, if they ask you, that you can tell them. Oh.
Yeah. So, but that's just something to note. And so all of the products in Shaklee. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do you mean like to show the value of it or what?
Yeah. Because it's what, $13 or $14.95 a month?
Yeah, but I think again that's more detail. If they would ask, then we could tell them, don't you think?
Yep. Sure. That makes sense. This is just to kind of blush over the numbers.
Right. Just to show the big picture.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so all of the products, and you point out, say all of the products, and again, reference back to your product guide, all of the products have a point value or PV, and that's what you put in the little blank there, PV, that the monthly bonus checks are based on. So every month it starts over, and every product, and then this is where you can show them, and you can say, okay, right here, you can see that the cholesterol reduction complex has a PV value of 30. So you're already got 30 points towards your 250 goal, which will qualify you for the bonus check. So at 250, you'll get 4% back, which is a $10 check from Shaklee. So then, the one thing you have to note on there too is to say, and this is in the red script. Oh, sorry, my cat. Red scripted area, which says you yourself only have to do 100 of the PV of the 250 PV. The rest, 150, can come from anybody else that you sign up. So the sister Sally that you thought could use some of these products, you get her on as a member, sponsor her. Then if she does the other 150, then you only have to do 100, and that makes for your 250 points, which then gives you the bonus check for that month.
So it might be wise then, instead of showing like an Omega Guard that only has 30 PV, that you show either the life plan or the vitalizing plan that would get them to 100?
Absolutely, yes. Good point. I didn't think about that, but yeah, so.
Because otherwise they might be thinking, oh, 30, I need another 220, you know.
Right. Vitalizing plan is going to be 111. So yeah, so something like that to start off with, just to get the ideas flowing. And
or
youth, right?
Youth, yeah. I mean, any of those would be a great starting point.
I have another question, Phil. Okay, I've had a number of people qualify at 250, and then they wonder where their money is. And of course, Shaklee won't cut a check for less than $25. So if they have direct deposit, they can get it even if it's $10 or $12. Now, I don't know, I don't think that all needs to be on here, but it's information we need to have if they ask questions.
Right, but that's actually something that I touch on later, because I tell down at the bottom where we talk about those 2 bonus programs, I say that those are paid if you have direct deposit. So that's, yeah, so that's kind of covered down there, but that's something that certainly could be talked about. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then no, you got it. You're good.
So then on this little table of numbers where we start with 250, it just goes up from there. So if you get 500 in 1 month, you're going to get 8% back, which is a $40 check. And it goes up to 2,000 PV, which is the highest amount. And with that, you'll get 20% back, which is a $400 check. So that's a pretty significant amount. And at that point, you're looking at, well, being able to pay for your products and then some. So. Okay, now I have a question for you. Looking at these numbers here and thinking about you're getting a bonus check back. Does your local grocery store pay you to shop at their store?
Nope. That's a very good question, Phyllis.
So then why not think about shopping from your own store and buy from yourself? So if you're going to be purchasing these products anyway, we're not asking you to buy anything new, just maybe switching brands and trying Shaklee products, then this is an excellent way for you to pay yourself to use your own products. So
kind of redirecting your spending is what you're saying.
Yes, redirecting your spending. Yes, exactly. And that is in the red scripted notes there. I did actually have Costco listed in there, and then I changed it to local grocery store, because I don't know if Costco has like a member reward program now. That I don't know, but some of them kind of do.
I don't know.
Some stores kind of do, but anyways, so your little or smaller local grocery stores would not pay you, right?
Or just local stores, because again, we're talking skincare and cleaners and everything, and not everything's at the grocery store, but just local stores. So those are little things that we can adjust. You've done a great job here getting this set up. So those are minor details.
Well, and I think the idea too is to get the gist of it, what we're talking about. If you mention that, say, does your local grocer pay you to shop, they'll kind of go, oh, no. But then, you kind of expand it and then talk about the other products as well. So.
And that's at retail pricing too. When you shop other places, you're paying retail pricing.
Yes, exactly. Right. Okay, so then let's move on and talk about building a business in Shaklee, and that is number 3, building, and that would be you've decided you would like to have a business. So you're going to become a qualified distributor, and that is $49.95. And what that means is you're going to purchase one or more success packs in the first month that you're with Shaklee. Now, you can pay the $150 welcome and have a welcome kit and just be done with it. But really, I think the better way is to, pay the $49.95 and then get one of the success packs, because that's going to give you a lot more bang for your buck. Plus, what that's going to enable you to do is the benefits are you can participate in all the bonuses, and all the bonuses. And what we mean by that is we're paid in 9 different ways in Shaklee. There's cars, there's trips, there's other things out there that we can begin to share if you're interested. But you will be able to, at this level, you'll be able to participate in all the bonuses. And you'll also get 3 months of personal website. And then also you'll get a 30% off the suggested retail price and full points, PV points, on the success packs that you purchased during the first month. Now I have 3 months down there, and that's what Sharon caught. Thank you, Sharon. It's really just the first calendar month. So I'll make that edit and then, change that out. So
she's a good editor.
Okay. So I have a question. I thought that you became a qualified distributor just by purchasing a success pack.
This
shows you have to pay the $49.95 and then...
It's part of it, Sharon. You have to, it is included. The $49 is included with the success. So it's $49 plus a success pack. It was only in January when they waived the $49.
Oh. Huh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Well, I guess I haven't sponsored any qualified distributors.
Well, and here's the thing, though. What you can tell them is, this is basically, you're starting a business. So this is really a tax write-off, and that's in the red scripted notes. It's a tax write-off. So the more success packs you purchase, the more benefit to you and the more tax write-off you have. And you're trying and sampling these products, so you might as well use it as a tax write-off. So all of this,
$49.95 is the kit and the 3 months personal website. And then the success pack are the products and literature.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not sure how much, and we'd have to look at the detail for what is all in each pack in terms of.
There's another sheet for that, I think.
Yeah,
this shows in this back of the product guide, it shows it, but I suppose if you wanted to go into, online in your member center and look these up, they might give you a little bit more detailed information about what's in each of them.
Go on all of this. You're doing a big picture.
Right. Yeah. So, and then again, in the red scripted area, it says, of course, this is a tax write-off, but this is a business that you can do on your own time and at your own pace. So whether you want to work at this part-time or you want to jump in and go full-time, it's up to you. And that's kind of the beauty of it. And you could even, bring out the sheet that says what the dollar amounts are for the salaries for part-time and full-time, whatever. You can, if you want to even get into that or not. It's, it's kind of
a very small investment to build a business.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, then you don't have to have, letters behind your name, the education, all this other stuff people get worried about. This is a business you can get into quickly with a minimal investment, and you're off and running. So, plus, you get a tax write-off not only for the products in that, but then you have an office out of your house, and you get the tax write-offs of part of your house, being able to use that as well. So that's huge. A lot of people don't know about that. So the next question then is, would you like to see how you can get your investment back within the same month? And of course, the answer is
Yes. A resounding yes.
okay. Okay, so then that brings us down to the lower part of the page, and here we're going to talk about the bonus programs that are out there now. These have changed since last August. And so what it is now, here's the other thing to remember is this is not quite as clear cut as in 1 month, but for our scenario here, we're telling people this is possible to do this within 1 month, but some of these are set up to be a 3-month program. So we'll just walk through it, and then you can ask questions or see what I mean as we go, okay? So the first one, the first bonus program, and I have the little diagram, I have you in the bubble, and then there's 3 stars, which are your qualified distributors. And the goal here, of course, is to make this all happen within 1 month. So you sign up 3 preferred members in 3 months. Now it says 3 months, but we're going to try to do this in 1 month for our training purposes with this paper. So what Shaklee has designed is professional members, 3 professional members in 3 months. Well, okay, so after you get 3 people, you'll get $25. So when you have the people fill this out, you say put an X in the number 1 spot, an X in the number 2 spot because you're not getting paid yet, but then put $25 in the 3rd spot there, number 3, because once you reach 3 preferred members, then they'll pay you the $25. So then the total at the end there, at the end of the column is 25, okay? But this is a rolling thing. So every 3 months, this will keep happening, and you just keep these members, these preferred members coming, and it's a rolling thing. But for our purposes tonight, we're just going to try to concentrate on this. So you're going to sign up 3 preferred members in 1 month, and that would be easy enough to do even at one event, right? You could very easily do that, especially with skincare. So then the next bonus is you're going to sign up 3 qualified distributors. Now, each time you sign up a distributor, you're going to get $50 from Shaklee. So again, you have the customer put down 50 in the number 1 slot, 50 in the number 2 slot, 50 in the number 3 spot, and of course that adds up to 150. So again, that's the second bonus program with signing and sponsoring on people with Shaklee. And what they do, an additional part of this, is if you sponsor 3 qualified, and this is the next line there, if you sponsor 3 qualified distributors within 3 months, now we're just going to do it in 1 month, but if you do it within 3 months, Shaklee will add an additional $150 to your bottom line. So as soon as you get that 3rd qualified distributor sponsored, they'll give you $150. So you're getting paid twice, really. It's like double dipping if you do it in a faster amount of time. Okay? So we're going to do all this in 1 month, though, just for our training purposes. So the grand total, then, if you add 25 and 150 and 150, you come up with 325. So that goes in the total slot there, okay? And this is all on your scripted sheet. It's all in the red lettering on your script sheet. So, and here's where you explain too, again, back to what we talked about earlier, is that these bonuses are paid out daily. So as long as you've got the direct deposit, Shaklee will put this in your account. I think it's the following day or something like that, very quickly anyways. So, which is awesome. That's amazing. I mean, look, at a very short amount of time, you could have a couple $100 in your pocket. And
you know, the other aspect is when you build a business, you're going to be bringing in lots of people, because that's the role, is to grow a business and have, you know, both preferred members and qualified distributors. And how beautiful that Shaklee wants to pay you for doing that.
Right, exactly, right.
So they're taking advertising dollars that they don't spend on media and television, and they put it back into us because we're their voice.
Right, exactly, yeah. So, Okay, then the next little line there talks about the commission paid on the PV, the points that we have received from sponsoring these people, and it's based on the product that they've purchased. Now, again, this line is a little bit subjective because I just chose the absolute minimum amount that these people would be purchasing. We don't really know what kind of success packs or what they'll be choosing. So I just said the minimum amount would be a 200 point, product purchase, success pack purchase. So, so you have 3 people, 3 qualified distributors buying a success pack, minimum of 200 PV. And then there's you. So you also had a success pack. And so there's another 200. So 4 people buying 200 PV of success packs, and that's 800 PV. So when you go back up and you look at our little table there, and you look where the 800 PV amount comes in, it's between the 500 and 1,000, of course. And so you times it out, and it's approximately $64. Not exactly, but approximately. So we mark in then $64 in that spot. There you tell the customer, just write down $64. So that's for the commission paid on that. Now, I'm also not even including what the preferred members are doing. I'm just concentrating on the qualified distributors. So you see how I just took this from a level of basic, what you do in 1 month and how many people you bring on board just, makes the bonus go up. And your investment, is just gets taken care of.
A very conservative picture that
yes,
showing, and a very handsome picture.
Yeah, exactly. Because now, okay, so your total at this point then is $389 because you add the $325 from above with the $64 from commission. So you're at $389 for a grand total there. And so then you go and you look at what was your initial investment. And again, here, I just kind of took a sampling. So you paid the $49.95 for the qualified distributor, and then you bought a success pack. Minimum was $240. So it depends. Again, it's a little bit of a sliding scale there. But for our purposes today, we're just going to say basically you spent $289.95. So when you subtract that out of what bonus you're going to make in 1 month, you're going to actually be making $99.05. So really, your products are free, and that's what you write in the little spot there. Your products are free, and you're walking away with money in your pocket. You've got $100 in your pocket. That's absolute minimum because like I said, we haven't included the preferred members and their purchases, and whatever else you end up doing in that first month. So as long as you're planning events and you're doing things to percolate and get the business going, then this can just go up for you. So does that make sense?
Yeah, very nicely done.
In Mary's presentation, did she run the numbers, and don't take this wrong, there at the bottom, did she run them that low or did she run them a bit higher? They count the 3 preferred members counted it as about 100 PV a person, and that would up it a bit. Or do you not want to paint that kind of picture? You want to go conservative and say it can go up?
I personally would probably rather do it that way. I think with the Nary's plan, there was a little bit more specific information. And so it was easier, I think, to kind of pinpoint it, whereas this, it's a little bit harder.
Success packs have various prices and various PV. So you're just rounding it off, giving an estimate.
Because before we went by the fact that you were doing a super gold pack, and we knew the numbers for that.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. So it was just easier to figure it out, almost perfectly because it was.
Here we're guessing.
Yeah.
And not, I don't even like the word guess, but just estimating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the other point to this is that when people want to go into business, number one, they need to know what the investment is, the initial investment. And then in their head, they're always thinking, how quickly can I get a return on my investment? And I think that's what Phyllis beautifully has shown here, is that the return can come in the very first month with a profit.
Right.
And they've eaten all the products and are using them. So, I mean, what business can do that? What business can you start for $1,000 or less and have the capacity to have an international business with car bonuses and travel and all of that? So I think it's just coming from a place of a posturing ourselves with real confidence, like, oh my gosh, these numbers show that this can happen, and you're already in the black.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And yes, I mean, yes, it does take a little bit of work. You have to be willing to talk to people and get out there a little bit, get out of your comfort zone maybe for some people. And but if you're willing to do that, then it's kind of a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a business. Excuse me. It is a business.
Right.
And so any business takes effort and work. And so to make it sound like this is going to be simple and easy is the wrong, attitude or the approach, because then they have the wrong expectation. They think that they can just sleep at night and dream and it's going to all happen. No, this is a business. This takes work. The other thing I think as you're going through all this is that we are beginning to qualify them in a way that not only are we helping them to see what their dreams and visions are and their aspirations, but helping them to see that they are now going to be the CEO and owner of their own business, that your role as their upline and their coach is to do just that, coach and mentor them, but you are not responsible for their success, nor are you responsible for their failure if it should happen, because it's their responsibility to take ownership of their own business. And I think that's a real important message. Otherwise people get confused. They think you owe them something, and well, not really. They're taking ownership of their own business, but my goodness, what business has the kind of coach that sits in their back pocket, and helps mentor them and train them?
Right. And then you as the business owner, you get the residual income forevermore. It's not like you train them and they go away. But yeah, it's whatever happens with them down the line and what they do, you get that income, that recurring residual income.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen in a lot of businesses, or it's a small percentage. And this can be a very handsome percentage when you look at the
possibility. Yeah, look at the possibilities.
Yes. Yeah.
And how you can increase those numbers of the preferred members and the QDs, as I call them. So, Phyllis, thank you for doing this. I just can't thank you enough. That's something that I missed. When I missed that presentation, because I kind of started using the other one, and then of course it was gone. So this was a lot of work, and thank you so much for sharing it so generously.